What's up, guys? It's Mr. Parsons here. I wanted to talk to you about the American Dream Pick 2. So, usually after a Pick 2, I'll do a highlight video just spotlighting some really exemplary student work. And today is the first one of those. I want to give a shout out to Cruz from my second period. Cruz responded to option one, which was the writing. That was one of his options. And he was responding to this quote from Good Bones, the poem by Maggie Smith. The world is at least 50% terrible, and that's a conservative estimate. The questions that Cruz was asked to respond to was, why does the author feel like this is true, and to what extent do you agree? Cruz said something that I found very interesting. He said, the author feels that this is true because of the hate, discrimination, and crime she's probably seen in this country. But she's also seen a lot of very kind and generous, loving people. I thought that was very interesting because, that is what we see when we turn on the news or we get on social media. We see so much positivity, but then, of course, we see some stories of negativity as well, and it can leave us feeling somewhere in the middle. I also wanted to look at his second post where he says, I agree because there are people who will do horrible things without care, and there are some who give out to others even if they barely have anything themselves, and who will help out no matter the situation. Cruz, I guess the question is, which type of person are you going to be? And I think I already know the answer. Nobody picked option two, which was the flip grid. I was hoping I would see some letters to the president there, but it was a little difficult to record in a classroom setting. So I'm going to jump over to option three. We're going to look at the work of Litzy. Litzy is also in my second hour. She was looking at this quote, I lift my lamp beside the golden door, from the poem The New Colossus. And as you can see, her X is more to the left than to the right, which I found interesting. When asked why did she place the X where she did, she said, having many offers of opportunities is good, right? But she doesn't explain the way they will be treated or what kind of jobs will be offered, because some may be treated differently with harassment or racism based on skin colors, religion, etc. So I thought that was an interesting point. There aren't any conditions attached to that golden door. It's just come in and get an opportunity, but we don't know what kind of opportunity that is. Some good thinking from Litzy there. I want to jump over to the Jamboard now, and I want to look at the work of Linda from my third hour. She spotlighted Rosa Parks with her terrific Jamboard. She says she is a sister, a leader, and a daughter who stood up for her rights. They arrested her for not giving up her seat, but she stayed there to fight for freedom. Tomorrow, more people won't be afraid to stand up for their rights. She, too, is American. Brilliant work by Linda there. And I actually had a chance to sit on the bus that Rosa Parks sat on this summer. I went to the Ford Museum in Detroit, Michigan, which is where that bus is located. If you ever get a chance, I recommend going to see it because it definitely leaves a lasting impact. And the final option that I wanted to spotlight is the work of Isaac Bravo from the Chrome Music Lab option. Now, there were plenty to choose from for this particular option. You guys really knocked this one out of the park. But Isaac chose to spotlight the text, What to the Slave is the 4th of July. And his composition was meant to reflect America celebrating the 4th of July while African Americans are unable to celebrate the 4th of July. And I'm not going to play it for you, but I just want you to have a look at the way the composition is arranged. You can see this dramatic path that America as a country is on from its Declaration of Independence all the way to when that speech was given. But you can also see the plight of the slave, the African American who was striving for equality but not getting it. Incredible work by all members of the class. I just wanted to highlight some really great work. You guys knocked it out of the park on the America Pick 2.